IR35 is a complex space, so let's answer some FAQs. I'm Rhys Thomas and I'm Managing Director of WTT, part of the Gerald Edelman group of companies. IR35 is a tax avoidance measure for HMRC to try and align those who should be working as an employee but are not, or instead working as a contractor, to make sure they're paying the same amount of tax as an employee would. So one of the most common questions we get asked is, what if I'm performing services overseas? Does IR35 still apply? And first of all, we need to assess whether the end hirer, so the banks, the IT companies, whether or not they have a UK presence. Do they have a branch in the UK? Do they have an office over here? If yes, then the off-payroll working rules will still apply. If instead they're wholly based overseas, and you're performing services in the UK, then the old IR35 rules will apply, meaning your contractor company, your PSC, will need to assess the IR35 determination either inside or outside. Another question we get asked is around operating as an interim director. Can this be done on an outside IR35 basis? And the answer is no. It's one of the few areas that is quite clear in the IR35 legislation that if you are holding an office holder position, then this is going to be an inside IR35 role, and therefore tax will need to be deducted and national insurance contributions at source. Quite simply, the difference between inside and outside IR35 is outside IR35 is much more of a business-to-business relationship. An inside IR35 role is much more akin to one of employment. Is the individual contractor working on a bank of desks with a whole host of other employees? So IR35 applies to three categories: the end hirer, the recruitment agencies, and of course the contractors themselves. But one thing is clear, the contractor must be operating through a personal services company for the IR35 provision to apply. So if you're a contractor providing services through an umbrella, IR35 won't apply because tax is already being deducted at source. So only where a PSC is being engaged that this is going to apply. So there's only so much that can be covered in these videos. So we've put together some help sheets, some flow charts, some documents that could help you assess depending on whether you're a contractor, recruiter, or end client. Head to the Gerald Edelman website for more information and to get hold of those.